all the niche little interactions I see him do that he did not do in the beginning. When he started playing the champion 2023, he had good understanding of the game, but Skumon is caught here.
Skumon eviscerated over this wall to get here. Dredgeline going down, Skumon will get the eviscerate. Kalist flashes, Skumon gets level 3. Quarter of the pack, LeBron's going to look for the taunt across the wall, and Skumon can get out. That is absurd.
But Khan has no flash. Kalist has no flash now.
Kalist has no flash. Busio still has a flash. Kalist is going to be level 1 by 3 minutes in the game. Busio forced away.
It's an absolute
disaster. It's a massive wave.
Oh, he has TP.
He has okay, well, he still has the TP. Caps might die though. Yike is here. Flash and the audacity to find the kill in mid.
I mean, that is what KC needed. Things were looking very grim in the bot side. Sure, Kalist has the TP, but he already lost so much farm. But the Yike gets that kill. It's a little bit illegal, but a great solace if you're a KC fan.
A great kill for Yike, and he steals away the Razor Beaks.
He doesn't dismount now, so this is where Kled is really dangerous.
I expect we'll see both of them back away.
He's just there to cover BB, but...
It's a taunt. Yike has no flash.
Yike is homeless.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do?
Well,
there's no camps for him to take.
He does have a 400 gold lead, so he could just look for some fights.
Yeah.
He could just go for a little bit of a Barney, a little bit of a skirmish wherever he can. But as you say, not many opportunities for him. Skumon actually going down towards bottom side here.
No flash
Kalist has no flash. Quarter the pack. Kalist, the eviscerate, the darkened daggers. Kalist falls as G2 answer on the scoreboard.
Is Skumon gonna look towards the Raptors? No, he needs to recall. He doesn't have the items in his inventory. Yike's coming out with a pickaxe and a longsword. This Kiana is gonna hurt a lot in these fights. She's a little bit behind in camps, but the gold, she's doing completely fine in.
And supports in this meta. Like, Busio and LeBron have just been hitting each other for the last 30 seconds.
They feel like they can create some clutch moments, but
Yike
he has to be careful.
Will be spotted on this ward.
Yike knows
that Blade dismounted currently. Well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, flash hook. The Twilight Shroud in time for Caps as Broken Blade will die. Remounts just in time, trying to dash back onto Carter. He gets the kill, and now Yike has no flash to get away. Skumon's here in time. Caps was able to survive in the mid lane as well. And Yike will just back away from the play. Broken Blade, level 6. Skumon, quarter of the pack. TP in from Carter. And Skumon will just back away now.
Enough to make a grown man cry, Medic. What a beautiful 1v2 by BB.
LeBron is level 2, but Yahoo has no mana. Okay. And a bit of a risk because LeBron is still only level 2. Hex Flash into the auto. Yike's here for the chase, and LeBron shadow dashes, gets to the fog of war. Yike exhausted, and Skumon's going to try and turn it around. Caps dives in and gets the kill. Hits the Shogun as well onto Yahoo, who does have the shockwave. G2 won't want to overextend this. A perfect execution gets Caps out, but Busio's about to have another hook onto terrain. Reduced cooldown, there's a shockwave. LeBron comes in from the side. Busio has no flash and might not have a life for much longer. Good auto with the staggering blows, with a flash in from LeBron is enough to get Skumon his second of the game.
And this in this game too is G2 that's showing up every single play, going their way right now. And the goal lead is just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, a couple of moments ago, I was like, let's look at the disparities. At the moment, it's a full G2 disparity. Everyone on G2 has a gold lead. Han Summer almost 700 gold ahead as well.
Level 7. Kalisius hit level 6.
Push in here quite effectively. Broken Blade has about a 500 gold lead. Yike is answering that. Skumon looking to steal away this romp, and Yike having to back away because Broken Blade has the push in top.
He wants to get some revenge. Wants to get something back after the Dragon was stolen. Yike doesn't have the supreme display of talent, but look at Caps. He's floating up here with the Gunblade.
Caps on his way across. See the chase from the Neferi and the Akali. Kana has the Dominus, has the flash, has the Zabuza's Predator, tries to clear out the way, but here's the chase. The Hounds go in, Kana flashes, dodges away from the Shuriken from Caps, but it won't be enough to survive. Dredgeline from Busio is met by thin air, and Skumon's able to dodge away. Broken Blade brings out the pocket pistol, and we'll just push out the wave. Yahoo is here.
Be careful, BB though. You die before that courage bar reaches full. It's no fun for you. We'll back off here, respect the command shot.
Oh, Kalist.
Nice one.
I mean, there's a Mega Inferno Bomb being used by Caps. Broken Blade could charge forward here. He's already used it as they get the exhaust down onto Yahoo. But there's the Shadow Dash. Busio with a good hook. Skumon on his way across. The Shockwave will pull them both back as Yahoo tries to survive, tries to walk out alive, but the Bear Trap has to be flashed. In the end, Yahoo will survive. A good hook from Busio. Caps, though, coming in for a little bit more. The TP's rain down, but Caps has already found a double under the tower. One goes to BB, and KC find Kana coming in too late.
Well, it was a miracle they were going to make it out alive there, but then Cat shows up at their field of view and just seals the deal for G2.
He doesn't know where the rest of KC are right now.
Yeah, Skibon thinking about using the Hound's Pursuit there, but you don't know who's in that bush. You don't know if it's a bait or not. So
and you can get hooked out of it.
Yeah.
So,
look at
the
this.
best. Stand United, Broken Blade and LeBron trying to team up on Yehu again, who hasn't got that flash. Good double shockwave, and G2 will just retreat out of the prey. Broken Blade dismounted with the Predator there for the Sun. He's going to try and flash, but Yike's on his way. Broken Blade looking for the remount, but Yike almost takes him down. Does with the second Q, a Shadow Dash, but Yike's not tanking the tower anymore. Sabrina's playing down on the Bronze, still takes him. Kana slicing forward, sped up by the dissonance. And in the end, a 1-for-1 exchange on the top side where Caps continues to push through bots.
A little bit messy there, but crucially BB didn't have the remount because he already remounted recently, so it was on cooldown. But still, it's quite a big shutdown onto BB. They are so strong, they have so much money. Every single member of G2 can just do so much damage that it doesn't matter the fact that they don't have any CC. KC on the other hand, they have CC, they have setup, they have Nautilus hooks, they have Kiana combos, they have a flash stun from Renekton. They still have tools to make things happen. And should they come back, I think slowly but surely G2 will get outscaled this game. So G2 needs to step on the gas here.
Broken Blade looking for the tower right now. Hound's Pursuit going down onto Yehu as well. Gonna get the pullback with the shockwave. Yehu underneath the tower, it's surviving for a long time. LeBron gets into the rift, but the tower's already gone down. And Yehu follows suit. Busio falls low to Caps and falls even lower as he goes 6 feet under. KC on the ropes here, as you can see on the side, yet to lose at a road trip. The question is, well, they're probably going to lose this game for all intents and purposes. Will they end up losing overall?
It's an incredible record by KC so far. But this game, G2 is surely gonna put their claws in them and try to finish it out cleanly.
And they have the leads where they need it. Caps is 1,000 gold. Hey, we'll have another look at this. Yehu tries to survive for a long time under the tower, but he just can't get through it.
Yeah, he really tried to find the trade key there on LeBron, but I really like LeBron jumping into the escape car here at the end. He's stacking the tower, taking so much damage. Gives Yehu no chance of a trade kill. And meanwhile, Caps is just tearing it up on Busio. Absolutely murdering him. He's so strong as a Kali. Got the Gambit really fast now, looking towards the Shadow Flame.
Now G2 extend their gold lead to almost 5k. It will be 5k with the mid-tier 1 falling. Skewmon going in. Fall of the pack used to jump up. And Supreme Display of Talent only finds a stun onto Lebrov, who does still have the stand united, but everyone is under too much risk. Broken Blade just short of his second item, but G2 are just trying to suffocate KC out of the game. They continually push them back, make sure that the jungle belongs to them, and don't really allow KC many opportunities to find picks.
It's a slow game though. You said it earlier, Medic. It's going to be a late soul point for both teams. Still 1 Drake to 1 Drake.
Shockwave onto BB as he's dismounted, and he doesn't get back on Skull in time. Good play from KC. The dissonance with the movement speed, the slice forward, and then the shockwave waiting to catch out BB.
Very greedy by BB to stay around when he's dismounted, but can you blame him? This is what Clem does to you. Yeah,
this is nice from KC. They've looked for a couple of picks and they have a great plan. Well. Caps flashes, Yike is here, and they'll just chase him down. 2 huge shutdowns for KC in the matter of seconds.
I mean, it's greed from G2. They're getting caught out in weird positions, and we said it before, Medic. KC is outscaling them this game. They have so much CC. If they don't get the damage to boot, these fights will look very difficult for G2. Sure, they can maybe kill one of them, but in the end, the Renekton, the Kiana. You're gonna see Labrov here try to walk deep, hover around Broken Blade, make sure he can push out that top wave and plant all those wards deep in the KC jungle.
It feels like a tricky one again, kind of for both teams. Like KC are happy just to sit and scale, so if this is the status quo for the next 4 minutes before the next Drake, they'll be good with that, right? For G2, you've already taken tier 2 in top. Tier 2 mid is difficult because there's always a Kiana as we go for the Hound's Pursuit onto Yehu. Shockwave into Killer Instinct. Caps gets the perfect execution with the Stand United. Went onto Skewmon. Kalist with a good Killer Instinct in. Answers with a kill of her own. 1-for-1 on the bot side.
I'm so surprised Caps died there. I thought that would be a clean pick onto Yehu, but so much damage coming out from KC, from both Yehu and Kalist. I think the Void Seeker hit him there at the end and just burst all those plasma stacks. Broken Blade jousting forward.
The trap doesn't hit the man with an anchor, unfortunately. So can't go for any more. I think part of it is as well, Caps is gone for damage. Shadow Flame, Hextech Gunblade. If he had a Seekers in there, very sure he doesn't die.
Yeah, both teams had the same idea, attack the side end, but the Shockwave into the Prey Seeker. Oh, it's very nice by Kalista. And then the Alto comes in right before LeBron was able to put down the sword and shield onto him.
Yeah, really nicely done by Kalista to answer that quickly. Gets himself ahead in terms of gold, and you look at those golds, like LeBron is 1,000 gold ahead, Caps is 1,000 gold, and Broken Blade is 1,000 gold ahead. But Hans Summer's lead that he had in the early game hasn't really amounted to much. Scumon's fallen behind in terms of total gold, at least in the game. KC have answered this early pressure from G2 really well. Caps now does have the Seekers, so a little bit safer pushing on a side lane. G2 have total control of this top side, and because of that, they're the ones that are going to call for Baron. BB will be spotted by that ward as he walks around though, so KC know that this is going on. Kalista's backing, needs to stop that recall. They're going to TP in the Renekton as Kana's going to join the fight.
But look at Yike, 3 items on Yike. He's the richest man this game. His ult is going to be massive here.
Baron at 4k. Yike looking for the Supreme Slayer talent. Doesn't allow to stun onto anyone. Baron down low. Yike looking for the smite, but he doesn't get it. Exhausted immediately as he goes in. LeBron looking for the taunt as he dives into the backline. But Kana's distracting the rest of G2. Skew1 flashes away, eviscerates across the wall. Kana can't get across either, as G2 will get 3 Barons out. But that's about
Skew1, you have to run. You can't stay around there.
Eviscerates again. Yeah, who doesn't have the Shockwave? All ultimates used in that last battle. Broken Blade coming back out, does have to charge. A Mega Inferno Bomb coming up in 5 seconds time as well. G2, if they really want to, could look for...
Hansama, TP is up there. Here you really need to use your charge into Bear Trap on a rope there. Combine those abilities so you can't get dodged by Kana. But it looks like he was going to run out there. But it's actually Kalista jumps into the backline and kind of takes all the threat from G2 and aggro them.
Let's have another look at it.
Let's just look at it.
Okay, so I understand it.
I see it.
Mega Inferno Bomb and Hound's Pursuit kills you there anyway. You do have Flash. Perhaps you could have pulled the Wolf across the wall as the Drake goes over to G2. They're on Soul Point now.
Yeah, I don't know if he had Flash or not, could flash the wall, but that was definitely... He was in a pinch and he tried to outplay it.
Understandable. Yeah. Understandable when you look back at the play. And now the gold lead swing in G2's favor. As they get the Soul, they get the Drake, they get the Baron, but the Baron's now expired and still only 3k ahead. 3 items on Kalista, almost 3 for Yehu, his Shadow Flame just over the horizon. With Baron up in 45 seconds, I think they're just making sure that BB can walk out here safely, contest that mid-wave, as the hook's going to land. Death charge down as well, Supreme Desire talent onto LeBron. Protoplasm Hunter's going to heal him up enough as he manages to survive through the ultimate combination from KC. And now Cled's on the background, and the Hounds are hungry. Broken Blade just absolutely melts through Yehu. Kana tries to get away with the Serix, a big heal on him as well. But in the end, he can't fight this 2v1. Skew1 goes unstoppable as KC pull the trigger and it backfires.
KC throw everything onto LeBron's Shen, but it's just a Shen. The best thing he has is a taunt. And they end up standing there, not being able to kill him in time and get collapsed on Caps. Insta flash on. We're going to rewatch this again. They send the Nautilus ult, the Kiana ult, the Oriana ult, I think, as well. But look at Caps. He flashes in immediately on Kalist, splits up the fight. Kled comes in from the flank together with Skew1, assassinates Yehu, and the Shockwave is not enough to save him. And now Skew1 gets the Hound's Pursuit resets, and Casey's running away. Kana, you are just left to die. That's a sad crocodile. Many, many tears.
And it just before the Baron as well, which means G2 will get their second of the game. They have 90 seconds before the Soul, and they have all of that time to push in these waves. They took a tower in mid as well. Now the gold lead extends to 5.6k. I don't think this road trip is ending after this game. I feel we're going to 3.
I think we're going to 3 as well, Medic, and it just proves the point that Death is the best CC. You don't need to draft any CC if you're just going to kill your opponents on repeat. I mean, 15 kills for G2 so far.
I think G2 would have liked a little bit more CC, man. Maybe sometimes in this game they've been a bit of a struggle. As they now move into that 1-3-1 we talked about in the last game. Caps and Kled separated on other sides. LeBron, the target, Supreme Display of Talent doesn't hit him. There's a Shockwave Killer Instinct combo, beautiful! Beautiful from Kalista and Yehu.
Oh, that's poetry right there. What a beautiful combo, but now Yike in danger.
Yike needs to get out. He's going to burn. And Skew1 and Hans Summer team up to take the kill. A 1-for-1 exchange on other sides of the map. G2 are just denying vision because they know their Soul is up in 20.
They just need to wait. G2 just needs to hold the line, be patient.
Call of the pack, in fact, from Skumon as he jumps up. The damage from Kalist not enough to get through Skarl. And now KC need to back away because top is pushed and mid is pushed. A TP out from Kalist. There's no CC, he can do that safely. As G2 look to collapse around. LeBron, Shadow Dash could go in here. Hans Summer coming in from the side as well. There's a Shadow Dash running onto Yike. Hammer's pursued as well, but the dead charge and Supreme display of talent will stun them in their tracks. Kana dives onto LeBron, but now he's in the midst of 3 and Caps is on the back line. Busio gonna get shredded. Skumon and Hans Summer flash for Yike as they'll take him out. And now it feels it's all but done. Only Kalist and Yehu still stand.
And it's in a poetic way that Broken Blade and Caps charges in together into the back line of KC to end this game. It has been a dominating one. Some hiccups here and there, but a commanding game by G2 so far.
It was tough. It was tough. KC fought them tooth and nail, but in the end, it's G2 who will even out the series and take the Paris Roadshow for as long as we can. Game 3 coming up soon.
Let it be known that Broken Blade Kled is a threat. Broken Blade Kled is to be respected, and KC, you flew a little bit too close to the sun with this one.
You really did. What a performance all round though. What a series this has been. Back and forth, ebb and flow. The G2 fans now in loud voice, but it's a tenth at most of the stadium cheering them on. KC silenced in their home here in the Adidas Arena here in Paris. And question will be, will we continue as a library or will we have a rave?
Yeah, the atmosphere really quieted down throughout this game. They had some eruptions here and there, but right now we're gonna hear from Skumon together with Lore, who's standing down there on the stage.
Mais Skumon quand même qui prennent la game ici, et je veux savoir ce qui a rendu juste.